Shocking, isn't it? Hello, people. Zap 20 million A here, and today, pretty bright. We're gonna be opening another box today called the Wilds of Eldraine, and this is, I believe, a collector's booster provided by my good friend George. Say hello, my friend.
Hello, welcome. How's the lighting here?
It's a bit dark, but it should be enough. We'll probably turn it back on when we need it. See, you can't.
Makes it better. Yeah.
Does it come? I must know. It does come with a bit of a lore thing on the back, which I like. Treat yourself like royalty. Hot and fresh out of the oven, this batch of collector boosters is a feast fit for a royal, along with guaranteed rares or mythics, traditional foils, and either showcase or borderless cards. Your booster ingredients may also contain a dash of anime-inspired enchanting tales. Cards to spice things up. Compliments to the chef. Your deck or collection has never looked this good at the table. So, first thing I want to say is that I love the artwork on the box itself. I love that she's back.
Yeah.
And she was in the first trailer.
Sure was.
And the fact that she finally has a card in this set is amazing. I am very happy about that. And the pudding has a sword in it.
I did not notice that.
The pudding has a sword in it. It's happy. It was stabbed and it's happy about it. So there's a hole back here, so I'm going to use that to try and open it to the best of my ability without ruining the box.
Oh, look at that. Perfect.
Haha, almost. Almost perfect. Also, I just noticed that. Look at that. Look at the magic symbol.
Yeah.
It's a cookie. It's a cookie. So this, I like that they have the normal background on the side there for it, and it's very shiny itself. The box itself, I feel, is what you're paying for sometimes. These
ones, it's definitely the anime cards.
Definitely. Alrighty, so I like how it opens up, because you could totally use this box, reuse the box. And it all just right there.
Beautiful.
It actually came out really nicely. And they all have her on it.
Yeah, no variety in these ones.
No variety
on
the
Sarah Ginger.
Yeah, that's fair though. She's pretty cool. So I'm gonna open this one first.
Fantastic.
And then you can open up the next one, good sir.
All right.
So let's see what cool things we're about to get in this. So I think the only thing I don't like about these packs is how much space they put up here, because the way they put it in the box, it crumples it. It has a risk of possibly damaging the cards. That's one of the things that bothers me about these.
I'm quite sure I've seen ones hit the very top as they get pressed.
Oh, I hate that.
And then
I've had that happen and I really don't like
you
it.
see the printing of it along the top of the card.
I hate it. It ruins the card. Like, you could have had like a $100 card in there and you would never have known the actual price of it. Oh, I love how they actually made the inside foil too. You're paying for the pack too at this point.
That's where the extra money goes.
I guess. We got a food.
So these are Japanese packs, so they're going to be in the reverse order.
Reverse order. So
your commons are going to be at the bottom.
Okay, so we'll take the top bunch of cards.
I think you missed one there.
Did
so
I?
That'll be your foil rare that is included in the pack.
Okay,
These
so
are your foil and non-foil enchanting tales.
Nice. We got a Vampiric Rites. That looks really nice.
There's your land.
Forest.
Full art. These are the
Red
commons
Tooth
on
Vanguard.
commons.
Howling Gale Fang. Corvold the Noble Thief. Savior of the Sleeping. Skewer Slinger, which looks pretty cool actually. This kind of looks like a fun character for D&D. I'd probably try that one day. Grand Ball Guest. And Sweet Tooth Witch. She baked you into a pie. Then I want to really see that. So then we got Rankle's Prank for the first one. Choose one or more. Each player discards 2 cards. Each player loses 4 life, or each player sacrifices 2 creatures. That's a good card.
I don't think so.
For 4?
I think
you choose terrible. 1 or more.
Oh, I know, but it's kill yourself, discard your hand, and wrath your board.
It's funny.
It's funnier when you don't have any of those things.
That's why it's funny.
I feel like I'm gonna hurt myself with it.
We got Fawn's Bane Troll. When Fawn's Bane Troll enters the battlefield, create a monster roll token attached to it. One colorless. Sacrifice an aura attached to Fawnstone Troll. Fawnstone Troll fights target creature you don't control. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. Only activate as a sorcery. So he basically eats weaker things, which is pretty cool. It's not bad. And it's a nice full art, almost full art card. Borderless. That's
Borderless, yes.
Ooh, Restless Spire. This is a nice land. Restless Spire enters battlefield tapped, red or blue. Pay a red and blue. Until the end of turn, Restless Spire becomes a 2/1 blue-red elemental creature. With as long as it's your turn, this creature has first strike. It is still a land. Whenever it attacks, you scry 1. Battle land. That's a really nice battle land, basically.
That's all right.
I like that. And then we got Ley Line of Anticipation. I actually like that one. It's Ley Line of Anticipation, fucking English, is in your opening hand. You may begin the game with it on the battlefield. You may cast spells as though they had flash. Got to angle up a little bit, but there you go. It's a nice borderless card too.
That's your Enchanting Tale.
Yep, and my last card, Eldraine the Pyro Hammer. I almost said Pyromancer, Pyro Hammer. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control that targets only a single creature deals damage to that creature, Eldraine deals that much damage to each opponent. Oh, that's useful. That's very useful.
Yeah, I saw that guy and I was like, I want him.
I don't blame you. That's really good, actually. And then I got a really nice foil food.
And on the other side is...
A rat.
A rat. Rats.
That's a cute rat, actually. It's a cute rat. It's got, what's that, a raspberry?
In Fairy Tale World, I guess we have to make him cuter.
Dragon Mantle is a good card because I like the mantle cards. Chant creature, when a Dragon Mantle enters the battlefield, draw a card. Chant creature has pay a red. This creature gets +1/+0 to the end of the turn. So you can just it's a 1 to cast, buff your creature card.
Yeah.
Like
Fire breathing, and it replaces itself too.
And also I love the artwork. The artwork is really nice on this card. And then there's Vampiric Rites, which I mentioned earlier. You sacrifice creature, gain 1 life, and draw a card. I mean, if you need cards.
Rakdos Sacrifice is certainly going to like that.
And the Tunnel of Forests. And then Red Tooth Vanguard. All right, let's open up the next pack, shall we?
All right. This pack's for Dave. Good luck to you, Dave. Thank you for being a part of this.
All of the friends are getting something today.
Oh, we're all looking to get something. Some confetti sweetness.
You know, cardboard crack.
Surprised these don't have the tabs on the side.
Yeah, I know. They don't have the... And it doesn't make it easier to open anymore. They used to make them super easy to open. But as you can tell, we are struggling to open this pack.
That's all right. First time.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
All right, let's see what Dave got today.
We will. Go
Are you...
like so.
Ooh, what a pretty plains.
So
that plains looks awesome. All the thorns and stuff.
Got a Ashiok's Reaper. This thing did some work against me in draft.
Whenever an enchantment you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. That's pretty darn good.
Up the Beanstalk is a great one to get right now. Taking over the Eternal formats. When it enters the battlefield and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, draw a card.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, it's great. Lord Skitter's Butcher. When it enters the battlefield, choose one. Create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block. You may sacrifice another creature. If you do, scry 2, then draw a card. Or creatures you control gain menace until end of turn. I don't think that's good.
It's better than nothing. So what's this one?
Ice Out. This was great for me in draft.
Bargain.
Yeah, bargain. So when you bargain a spell, you can sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token as you cast it. And then based on the spell, it'll give you a different thing. So on this one, it'll cost 1 less to cast, and it's counter target spell.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah, it was great.
That's very useful. That's a really nice foil, too.
Moment of Valor. Ooh. Modal. Ooh, white modal. Here we go. Choose one. Untap target creature. It gets +1/+0 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Or destroy target creature with power 4 or greater.
Wow. Oh, I must bring it up. Dave has arrived.
Fantastic. Welcome, Dave. We're just going through your pack now.
Oh, nice. You good?
So far, so good.
We looked at the commons and uncommons first.
Yeah, we're trying to go through them carefully.
We got a Charmed Clothier, 3/3 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, create a Royal Road token attached to another target creature you control.
Oh, nice.
Draft Chaff.
Harried
Spearguard.
Harried Spearguard. Haste. When Harried Spearguard dies, a creature create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature cannot block or can't block. So the rat.
So just a strictly better Raging Goblin.
Fair.
Except for it's a human.
Also fair.
All right.
Let's see what the
On
good
to
cards.
the goodies.
The good cards.
Oh my god, we showed the first one. Sorry, Dave. We hope you like your anime foil Bitter Blossom.
Okay.
Oh, that is pretty.
I know, that's what we're here for, right?
That is pretty. What does it do?
At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 black fairy rogue creature token with flying.
Oh, wow.
Here, I'll give you a nice little sleeve there.
Yeah, I'll put that in for you.
Fantastic.
That's a very
And
nice-
then next we got an As Foretold. Holy mammoth pack happening here. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a time counter on As Foretold. Once each turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast with mana value X or less, where X is the number of time counters on As Foretold.
Also really good.
Oh, I know.
Oh, what's that?
Bringing on more of the hits here.
That one is... I'll put that in the sleeve again.
Fantastic.
What's that
Thank
one?
you.
That one's an adventure card.
All
A legendary adventure
The
card.
Legendary Adventure, Balloona Grand Squall.
I have a quick question about that, actually.
Fantastic.
How does that work in play? If you play that as your commander, can you send your commander on an adventure?
Yes.
You can.
Yes.
Wow, that's really good, actually.
Yes. So the Adventure Zone is its own exile zone that allows you to cast him from there, right?
That's awesome.
So you could adventure your commander and then return him to the command zone if you really wanted, but I don't know why you would, because casting him out of the adventure will never apply the command tax.
But what, like, can you cast him from the command zone for his adventure cost?
Yes.
Then it would be cheaper to play him for his normal cost after you put him in the adventure.
Yes.
So technically,
Yes.
it's better if you do that.
Yes.
His adventure is Seek Thrills, instant adventure. Mill 7 cards, then put all cards that you have an adventure from among the milled cards into your hand. And when you play them, trample, permanent spells you cast that have adventure cost 1 less to cast. That's a really good commander, actually.
It's going to be great.
Adventures alone. That's a really good card.
All right. On to a Spiteful Hex Mage. 1 mana for a 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, create a Cursed Roll token attached to target creature you control.
So, question. Does this have a curse on it? No, okay, that's a human.
I think we'll find one at some point here.
But the curse rolls, like the rolls thing, that's something I'm actually curious about.
I only have
They have tokens for it.
They do?
Hero and Royal rolls right now. You can take a look at that there. Get an idea for what's happening.
From hero to royal. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So it's a token enchantment.
Oh my goodness, Dave. Getting all the hits here today.
Ooh.
Got a
Yes, that's very good.
Talion, the Kindly Lord.
Flying. As Talion the Kindly Lord enters the battlefield, choose a number between 1 and 10. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with a mana value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. That is a very interesting card because if you know what deck type your opponent's playing, you can use that to your advantage. So if you know that they're playing cards that are low cost or low power and toughness and all that, you can play that really well.
I should say their commander.
What's your stab?
Our foil enchanting tail from the uncommon slot. And stab wound. 2 and a black for enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2. At the beginning of the upkeep of enchanted creature's controller, that player loses 2 life.
So it's better to keep it on a creature that would be, let's say they have a huger defense. Let's say like it's a 2/3. You turn them into a 0/1. And then they just hurt you.
Generally anyone's commander, because they like to keep their commanders.
Grasp of Fate. Ooh, that's a good enchantment, actually. When Grasp of Fate enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls until the Grasp of Fate leaves the battlefield. That's pretty useful.
I think I've seen this played recently.
You did.
Oh yeah, you played it, didn't you,
I
Dave?
played it, yes.
And you got a really nice food token. Really nice food token. And the other side is a human. So that's pretty good.
Those foils all in this guy here. Just them all there.
All of them?
It's one of the penny ones. It'll fit them all.
That is fair.
The Bitter Blossom's very exciting. I tried to buy one in Ottawa, but nobody had it.
Nobody had it. But you got it. That's awesome.
I also didn't try and buy a foil because I didn't have that much money.
Trying to stick them all in. Shall we open up the next pack? Dave, do you want to do the honors of opening up Ryan's pack?
Do you need another one?
I think I can fit them all. Or almost all of them.
If George ever pulls a bad pack, I might step in and try. Because I have been decently lucky lately.
Oh, that's all right. It's all good stuff here.
Yes.
All good stuff.
It's a very solid set.
Now Ryan's going to be really disappointed when he's like, I didn't like this one.
Well, let's see what Ryan got.
Hell
This
yeah,
should be
let's
fun.
go, Ryan.
Let's go, Ryan. Let's go. Eventually, these packs will open. They're childproof, I
No,
swear.
there it is.
Ooh, that's good too.
Oh, you found it? Oh, you found the easy open
Oh
slot.
my god. Didn't make it any easier.
No.
Should have brought my scissors.
Skizzers. Skidazzers. Skizzards.
All right.
Alrighty.
Sorry about that. Slide those guys on.
Oh, that's a nice mountain. All these lands are really pretty.
Oh, the lands are great in this set.
They're very pretty
All the
lands.
full art foil ones.
Ooh.
Hey, a new sire that I didn't notice before. When Sire Armont the Redeemer enters the battlefield, create a monster roll token attached to another target creature you control. Enchanted creatures you control get +1/+1.
That's pretty useful. You'd have to actively look for all the tokens in this set, I feel.
I wonder if these are only in the draft packs. I keep seeing the foil foods here. Anyways, back to the cards. Onto a Boundary Lands Ranger. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card.
Nice. That's pretty good. Succumb to the Cold. Tap 1 or 2 target creatures an opponent controls. Put a stun counter on each of them. And then it tells you what a stun counter does, which is useful. And it has some little lore there on the bottom. What's that say?
A little flavor text here. I've never known cold like it. It burned like fire and bit like an adder's fangs. Call me a coward if you wish, but I won't go back there.
That's fair, honestly. I wouldn't want to
Sounds
go
like
there
Northern Canada. Up next, we got a Witch's Mark. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Create a Wicked Roll token attached up to 1 target creature you control. Oh, it's nice that they give you the up to 1, so that way if you don't have a creature, you can still use the spell.
Useful. Toadstool Admirer. Like me. Ward 2. I love mushrooms. Mushrooms are awesome. Ward 2. It also has pay 3 and 1 green. Put a +1/+1 counter on Toadstool Admirer. So he can buff himself.
He's all right.
He's eating those mushrooms. Return from the wilds. Choose 2. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it on to the battlefield. Tapped. And then shuffle. Create a 1/1 white human creature token. Or create a food token. Foods are useful. Usually for either if you need health back or if you just need to. Someone says sacrifice a permanent. Okay. Food gone.
It's only a sorcery, though, so
Yeah.
you can't get it at instant speed.
No.
And last, we got a Living Lectern. It has 1 mana, sacrifice it, draw a card, create a sorcerer role token attached to up to 1 other target creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery.
Okay.
That's definitely draft chaff.
That's
I'll
like
put
some of the
those
most
away.
disappointing words on a card.
All right.
Activate only as a sorcery.
Let's try and do this right this time, from the bottom.
Yep.
I can't do it. We'll just go from the top.
Food. What's the other side of the food?
All right,
That's
let's see
always
the
a
other
good thing.
side. And
Ooh, that's
nice
a
looking
pretty
nice
elemental.
Yeah.
That's really pretty. I actually want that. That's pretty. But no,
All right.
I cannot take
We'll
from
start
other
with
people.
Asinine Antics. You may cast Asinine Antics as though it had flash if you pay 2 more to cast it. Love spells like that.
Nice.
For each creature your opponents control,
Right, it's
create a
back.
cursed roll token attached to that creature.
There's a few things that have the cursed roll, apparently.
Cursed roll makes them into a 1/1 creature. So I guess if your guy's going large on you, that's all right.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, for your enchanting tale, we have a Hardened Scales. 1 green enchantment. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many +1/+1/+1 counters are put on it instead.
That's not bad.
It's a decent hit.
That's not bad at all. What's this next one?
Next, we got a Questing Druid.
Ooh, it's got an instant adventure called Seek the Beast. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until your next end step, you may play those cards. And it has, normally when you cast it, whenever you cast a spell that is white, blue, black, or red, put a +1/+1 counter on Questing Druid.
That's just, what's that called? Query on Dryad?
It's similar to that.
Yeah.
What is this thing?
And, ooh.
Knick-knack Oofy?
Oof.
Oof?
Oof. That's how I like to say it. Oof.
Oof, oof. I bet you there's probably a proper pronunciation for it, but whatever. Knick-knack, oof. Enters the battlefield with X 1/1 counters on it. Ooh, it's X in green too, so you can make it really big. When it enters the battlefield, reveal up the top X cards of your library. You may put any number of aura cards with mana value X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Then put all cards revealed this way that weren't put onto the battlefield on the bottom of your library in a random order. And it's only a 1/1, but it gets beefy.
Yeah, I mean, if we're paying 5, that's what? Look at 5 cards, and then all auras that are 5 or less go onto the battlefield.
I'd totally wait for a late game with that and play it for 10. 10 or 9 or 11, just to make sure I can get what I want on the field.
For our foil, we got a Elvish Archivist. Whenever 1 or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Elvish Archivist. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever 1 or more enchantments enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn.
Not bad.
He has a theme of 1/1 counters in this pack.
Yeah,
Apparently.
no way.
And for our foil enchanting tale, we have a Spreading Seas,
Nice.
which is a solid hit in my opinion.
Enchant land. When Spreading Seas enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted land is an island. That's useful.
Got absolutely hosed by this in a draft as my forest turned into an island.
Oh,
And I
no.
could not cast a green spell.
Oh no.
And last, we got a Hatching Plans. 2 mana enchantment. When Hatching Plans is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw 3 cards.
That's pretty darn decent.
Well,
Better plays.
given that we got bargain now and we can actually control how we're sacrificing them, I feel like that's pretty good.
Oh, I just noticed that the elemental has a shield and a sword. If you look carefully, there's the shield, and over his shoulder is a sword. That's cool. That's awesome. So next is Joe's pack, right?
Joe should be next here.
Alrighty, I'll hand these cards to you.
Do I have these upside down? I
don't
have
know.
these upside down. That's what.
Well, here's the rest of Ryan's cards there.
Thank
I'll
you.
Open this next one. You found it, and I'm going to use it. And it didn't help at all. Look at that. I tried. Let's see what Joe's going to
Just
get.
practice. Just practice.
Ooh. Start with that beautiful island. It's a nice island, actually. It's got a bridge on it. Counselor of Tales. Flying. Whenever you cast an adventure spell, you may copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Dutiful Griffin. Flying. 2 and 1 white. Sacrifice 2 enchantments. Return Dutiful Griffin from your graveyard to your hand. That's okay. Emodane's Recruiter. Ooh, another adventure called Train Troops. It's a red-white card. Create 2/2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance. Very useful. And then when you cast it normally, when there's battlefield, you may creatures you control gain +1/+0 and gain haste into the end of turn. I feel like that would be very useful if you had enough mana to play the Train Troops first, get 2/2 knight creature tokens with vigilance, and then play him for 3. And then when he enters battlefield, all your knights just get a buff, and they have haste. So you have 3/2s coming at you. Unassuming Sage? When Unassuming Sage enters the battlefield, you may pay 2. If you do, create a sorcerer role token attached to it. So I like that it explains the role that you have as well, by the way. So like if you don't have the token,
Yeah.
you still know what it does.
Peasant is a creature type, eh?
Peasant is a creature type now?
Human peasant wizard.
Nice.
Minstrosity. When it dies, create a food token. 3/1. I like the artwork. Kinda. Make a Candyland card set. Ferocious Werefox. It's kind of cool. Has that guard change? Or
Guard change? Yeah.
okay. Create a monster roll token attached to a target creature you control, and it gains trample if you play it normally. Not bad. And Bespoke Battle Garb. That's a good one, actually. I like equipments a lot. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. It also has Celebration. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn, attach Bespoke Battle Garb to one target creature you control. Equip 2. That's not bad. Do you want to do the honors for the special cards?
All right.
I'll put these into his sleeve here.
On the opposite side, it's a fairy token that can only block creatures with flying.
I like how each one so far we've been getting is food. Like they all been food.
I'm hoping to find a token.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Double-sided.
That'd be really good.
All right, we got a Enchanting Tale, Leyline of Lightning.
Oh, that's good.
If it is in your opening hand, you may begin it with it on the battlefield. Whenever you cast a spell, you may pay 1. If you do, Leyline of Lightning deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker.
That is such nice foiling.
That is really good.
The black mountains and the
And an Enchanting Tale, Primal Vigor.
Ooh.
If 1 or more tokens would be created, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature, twice that many +1/+1 counters are put on that creature instead.
That's not bad.
It's a nice one to have, that's for sure.
Yeah, very
Just
true.
watch out for your opponents because it helps them too.
Yeah.
Oh, the card I was looking for in this set are Heart Flame Duelist.
Heartflame Duelist.
That's what it says.
It has Heartflame Slash, instant adventure. Heartflame Slash deals 3 damage to any target. When it comes to play, instant sorcery spells you control have lifelink. That's really good, actually. Giving your spells lifelink? That's insane.
I still believe the only commander I can get with that is Morning Song and Sunspeaker.
I believe so.
Oh, a borderless beseech the mirror.
And the rich
Let's
get
go,
richer.
Joe.
The rich get richer.
Got such a big collection already.
Yeah.
Bargain on it, which it doesn't have the reminder text in these fancy arts for them. So that's you sacrifice the artifact, enchantment, or token. And when you cast it, you search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. If the spell was bargained, you may cast the exiled card. If its mana value is 4 or less. Otherwise, put it into your hand.
You may play it without paying its mana cost.
Yes.
All kinds of pay in Legacy. I think it's in Modern. It's probably in Pioneer.
It's going to get banned somewhere for sure.
Yeah, most likely.
I think so.
Next, we got Twinning Twins, which has an adventure on it, a Swift Spiral. Exile target non-token creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step.
Nice.
All right.
And Flying Vigilance and Ward
it's a
1.
4/4 Flying Vigilance Ward 1.
That's
Oh,
really...
that's not terrible.
control this turn, target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Okay, that just seems terrible.
So I saw a video with the 5 worst rares in the set, and Rankle and the Mouse are like the top worst rares.
So we should feel bad for James in this one.
He did pull an anime card. Comic
did.
Justice isn't like crazy anime, but it's not bad.
I mean, it's a good card. The artwork's really nice.
Oh, this Garrick's Uprising is a little redemption for him. It's a great card. Always need more of those.
Very
Yeah, you
playable,
can't go
especially in
wrong with
green.
that card.
And that is great art.
2 and a
Yeah.
green enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures you control have trample. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card.
Nice.
And last, we got a Raid Bombardment.
Oh, I like the artwork on that.
I think James was looking for one of these too.
Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, Raid Bombardment deals 1 damage to a player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. That is really good, especially if you like attacking with small creatures.
It's not a terrible pack, but it feels real bad after the bargain.
Yeah.
After the tutor.
Yeah. But that's okay. He's still got some good cards there. Next is Zach, right?
Now we break them down. Yes, next we have Zach.
Let's see what Zach gets today. Hey, Dave, do you want to open one of these?
Sure.
Cool. Open up the next one then?
Sure.
Cool. These packs are stubborn. That food is monstrous, and I like it.
I'll see if I can redeem James's, but he's next again apparently.
Look at that food. It's a nice food. Okay.
Makes me want to have dessert.
Trying to find. Did I go too far? No.
One,
There
two,
it
five.
is.
There you are.
That is a very nice forest. We've gotten it before. I can't get over how nice these lands are. They're so pretty. Oibra, Dreaming Duelist. A fairy warrior, flash flying. Whenever a fairy enters a battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life. Really good for fairy decks. It's black and blue and a 2/2. So if you have a fairy deck, good card for you.
It's great for him again.
Yes. Stroke of Midnight. Destroy target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 1/1 white human creature token. I get it.
Wow. Take that generous gift.
Woodland Acolyte. Mend the Wild's instant adventure. Put a target permanent card from your graveyard on top of your library. When Woodland Acolyte enters the battlefield, draw a card. Hopeful Vigil. Enchantment. When Hopeful Vigil enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. When Hopeful Vigil is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, scry 2. 2 and 1 white, sacrifice Hopeful Vigil. That's all it does. You just sacrifice it. Scarecrow Guide for those people who want to do Scarecrow Tribal. Reach. Useful. Pay 1, add 1 mana of any color, activate only once each turn. So it's like a mana rock creature. 2/1.
It's mana fixing.
Yeah, basically. Concited Witch. Didn't we? No, we didn't have this one. We had a different thing. Price of Beauty. Sorcery Adventure. Create a Wicked Roll token attached to a target creature you control. Menace when it's normally summoned. And Balluna's Gatekeeper. Entry denied. I like that. Return target creature you don't control with a mana value 3 or less to its owner's hand. And has just lore text which says, and what makes you think Lady Grand Squall wants to see you, little one? 6/5. Not bad.
I mean, I'm excited for more giant travel.
Yeah, that's true. More giant is always good.
I'm excited to see vanilla creatures back in standard.
But with the adventure, they're playable.
Yeah. Ooh, Horned Locked Whale.
What's the other side here? Oh, just a human token.
Get the human. Lagoon Breach. The owner of target attacking creature you don't control puts it on top of the bottom of their library. Flash, Ward 2. Horned Locked Whale enters the battlefield tapped unless it's your turn. That's pretty useful. I like the artwork on that too. Fraying Sanity. Sanity? I don't know why I said Sanctity. Or a Curse. Ooh, enchanted player. At the beginning of each end step, champ player mills X cards, where X is the number of cards put into the graveyard from anywhere this turn. That's pretty good.
It's one bill mill.
Will Scion of Peace.
No!
Is that the anime one?
We were looking to dodge
It is the anime one, actually.
the like most common anime card I've seen.
Yeah. Vigilance, tap spells you cast this turn that are white and or blue cost X less to cast, where X is the amount of life you gained this turn. Activate only as a sorcery.
Nothing like setting up a turn 4 commander win.
Yep. Lady of Laughter. Flying celebration. At the beginning of your end step, if 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control, this turn draw a card. And we got the Fawnsbane Troll again. Ooh, Knightly Valor. Chant creature. When Knightly Valor enters battlefield, create 2/2 white knight creature token. Chant to creature gets +2/+2 and vigilance. Nice artwork for it too.
Beautiful foiling.
And compulsion. Pay 2, one colorless, 1 blue. Discard a card, draw a card. Or you can pay 2, sacrifice compulsion, draw a card. You could technically do both. Do the top one first, then do the second one. If you don't want that card on the field anymore.
Do the top one, put it on the stack, and then do the bottom one.
All right, Dave. You may
All
take
in
my
there
seat.
now?
Yep.
All right, James. I'm going to do my best for you.
All
We
right.
can feel it. We can feel the magic.
I don't remember if I met you, James, but...
Oh, let's see what James is going to get today. Oh, there's another thing for Joe coming up. How many packs did each person get?
They all varied.
Oh, okay. I get the first pack, which was nice. I actually like the first pack. It's pretty.
Alright, I'm going to let you do the hands and reading out thing.
Oh, you can if you want.
Alright, James, we got another Borderless Mountain here for you. Full art, whatever. Got a Witch Stalker Frenzy, 3 and a red for an instant. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature that attacked this turn. And it deals 5 damage to target creature. Got a Cursed Courier, 2 and a white for a 3/3 lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, create a cursed roll token attached to it. Oh, so I guess it just comes as a 1/1.
Not bad.
Fairy Fencing, black and X, instant. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn. That creature gets an additional -3/-3 until end of turn if you control the fairy as you cast the spell.
Well, that's pretty decent.
Yeah, as you cast it, means you can't even remove the fairy in response.
I wonder if modern fairies are going to come back now.
Oh, they are.
Oh, definitely.
That seems very playable in modern.
Yeah, definitely.
Non-crescendo, 2 and a red instant. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies this turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block.
Not bad.
Spider Food,
Spider
2
food.
and a green sorcery.
Destroy up to 1 target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Create a food token. That's pretty good. Rhyme for Reindeer. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, tap target creature and opponent controls. That's actually really good because there are some really good elks in Magic. And there's a lot of elks like to tap opponents' creatures.
Nice to see them getting better support, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely.
And this is one of my favorite ones out of this set, the Candy Trail. 1 mana, artifact, food, clue.
Candyland.
Enters, scry 2. 2 mana, tap, sacrifice it, you gain 3 life and draw a card.
That's pretty good. That's just pretty darn good.
It's a food and a clue together. Quite beautiful, if you ask me.
And then the food token, on the other side of it, is another amazing elemental. I love the elemental card. They're pretty darn good. Do you want to read these cards next, Dave?
Sure.
Elemental here.
Make sure they can see it on the camera.
Shared Animosity, a huge hit if you're doing tribal decks.
Whenever a creature you control attacks, it gets +1/+0 for each other attacking creature that shares a creature type with it.
That's pretty good.
It is very good.
That's actually sounds like a really fun card to use.
Necropotence. You're welcome, James. I've nailed it for you.
Skip your draw step.
Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. Pay 1 life, exile the top card of your library face down, put that card into your hand at the beginning of your next end step. I was definitely looking for one of these. Ah, geez, this pack. Bramble Familiar, the new super card from the standard deck.
He looks like a robber.
It does. So you have Fetch Quest as his adventure. Mill 7 cards, then put a creature, enchantment, or land card from among the milled cards onto the battlefield. And his normal version is an Elemental Raccoon for 1 of any color, 1 green. Has tap at a green. Pay 1 of any color, 1 green. Tap, discard a card, return him to his owner's hand.
Not bad. So you can use it more than once.
The way it's being played in Standard is you use Invasion of Alara to essentially cascade into this, because the way it's worded is you're allowed to, when it goes on the stack, cast this side instead. You mill, and then you get either a bomb like Atraxa, or you get the zombie, I forget its name, but it removes counters. You remove all the counters from Alara, flip it, and go again. I was just watching a video before I came here. It's looking very good.
The entire deck is like 5 mana or greater, with the exception of
the mana curve looks so bad.
Lord Skitter Sewer King.
Whenever another rat enters the battlefield under your control, exile up to 1 target card from an opponent's graveyard. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with its creature can't block.
Oh,
Rat Tribal for your rats.
I mean, a lot of people with Rat Tribal are going to be very happy about these.
See, I think this is going to be really good too.
Ooh, I want that card. That looks really good.
2 mana rocks are great. Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may have the Iron Crag become a legendary equipment artifact named Everflame, Hero's Legacy. If you do, it gains Equip 3, and Equip creature gets +3/+3 and loses all other abilities.
Oh wow, that's decent actually.
Ooh, foil Griffinary. That's a very nice foiling.
We've already seen this card, but that's a really nice...
Griffinary is a very good card.
Yeah. Oh, and I had this earlier, Dragon Mantle.
Yeah.
Another really good card.
Not terrible at all. But I think James did a bit better that time.
Yeah, good pack for him
I'm
there.
a little jealous, honestly. I shouldn't be too jealous, but I really want Necropotence.
A little disappointed he didn't get the Smothering Tithe.
Yeah. All right, we'll open up a next pack in a second. And now we are doing Joe's second pack that he apparently asked for. So, Glass Casket. When Glass Casket enters the battlefield, and exile target creature an opponent controls with a mana value 3 or less until Glass Casket leaves the battlefield. While Neva's mind wandered the realm of dreams, her body lay protected as mages worked frantically to find a cure for the wicked slumber.
Glass Casket was original Eldraine, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Ice Rot Sentry looks badass. I like ice elemental creatures. They're pretty cool. I love that card. It looks so good.
Make the elemental token.
I think... let's see. Whenever Ice Rite Sentry attacks, you may pay 1 color and 1 blue. If you do, tap target creature opponent controls. Whenever you tap an untap creature an opponent controls, on Ice Rite Sentry gets +2/+1 till the end of turn. So no. Gingerbread Hunter. He's just picking his teeth. Puny Snack. Card creature gets -2/2 to the end of turn. And it's an instant too. And then when Gingerbread Hunter enters battlefield, create a food token. Decent. Ooh, Frostbridge Guard also looks pretty badass. I love these ice-like characters in this set. It's really pretty. Pay 3, tap, target creature. You also tap it. Redcap Thief. I actually like the artwork on this one. When Redcap Thief enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Decent. Curse of the Werefox. Create a monster roll token attached to a target creature you control. When you do, that creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. And freeze in place. Tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Scry 2. For 2, that's a decent card. That's a very decent card, actually. So what did he get on the other side of his food? A rat.
Rats.
Rat.
Oh, see?
He's back.
Look what I mean about trying
He's
to dodge
returned.
them.
He's returned.
Oh, so painful, Joe.
Ooh, Goblin Bombardment. Enchantment. Sacrifice creature. Goblin Bombardment deals 1 damage to any target. Not bad. The artwork's nice too. And the Hornlock Whale is back, but not foil. Wildwood Mentor. Ooh, I haven't seen this one yet. Whenever a token enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Wildwood Mentor. Whenever Wildwood Mentor attacks, another target attacking creature gets XX to the end of turn, where X is the Wildwood Mentor's power. So he buffs friends. That's really good for Tree Folk Tribal, in my opinion. Godric Cloaked Reveler?
Reveler.
Reveler.
I think it's party.
Haste Celebration. As long as 2 or more non-land permanents in the battlefield under your control, this turn he is a dragon with a base power toughness 4/4 flying. He just becomes a dragon and has the ability where he can buff dragons. That's actually really good.
People love their dragons.
Put the mantle on him.
And the last card is black. Ooh, Dark Tutelage.
Dark Tutelage is also a good card. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. You lose life equal to its mana value.
Bob on an enchantment for 1
Not
more.
bad. And Stab Wound. We've seen that already. So, decent cards for Joe's second pack. Not the greatest, but still decent. Who's next? Ryan is the next one for this pack. Let's see what he gets. I'm very curious. These packs don't like opening because they keep taking off the corner, apparently.
We're just not practiced enough at them yet.
Apparently.
Every set, plastic gets cheaper and the glue gets more expensive.
Which is weird.
Too far.
Too far.
Or not far enough.
Not far enough. There we go. That swamp is pretty. We have yet to see a swamp. I really like these kind of trees. So that's why I really like the swamp here.
I think the swamps are the best ones in the set. Also, the
100% agree.
Knight of the Sweet's Revenge. When Knight of the Sweet's Revenge enters the battlefield, create a food token. Foods you control have tap add a green. That's really good.
You said this was for Ryan, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure his food's gonna like this.
Oh, definitely. 5, 6, 7. Sacrifice Knight of the Sweet's Revenge. Creatures you control get +X until the end of turn, where X is the number of foods you control. Activate only as a sorcery. Still really good. What's that say?
Embereth Veteran.
Okay.
1 mana, sacrifice Embereth Veteran, create a young hero role token attached to another target creature.
Oh, hey.
So 1 mana.
Young hero roll. Not bad.
Savannah Lions.
Alright, Twisted Sewer Witch. 3 in black for a 3/4 human warlock. When Twisted Sewer Witch enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block. Then for each rat you control, create a wicked roll token attached to that rat.
That's not bad.
I confused wicked with curse there for a second.
That's okay. Water Wings. Until the end of turn, target creature you control has a base power and toughness of 4/4 and gain flying and hexproof. Not bad. That's actually really decent. Grabby Giant. That's mine. Create a treasure token. Fair. Reach 3, sacrifice an artifact or land, draw a card. That's actually decent.
That's not terrible.
That's not terrible at all.
I like it.
Return Triumphant. Return target creature card with a mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Create a young hero role token attached to it.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Unruly Catapult. Defender. Tap. Unruly Catapult deals 1 damage to each opponent. Whenever you cast instant or sorcery spell, untap Unruly Catapult. I feel like you can infinite that.
Maybe?
It's hard to infinite.
I swear there was like a trebuchet last time in Eldraine that did the same thing.
There's a bunch of ones that untap when you do stuff.
Weird.
You're doing a spell slinger.
Check the next one.
More food for Ryan. And treasure on the other side.
Ooh. Nice. That treasure's actually really pretty.
All right, we'll start off with the Expel the Interlopers. Choose a number between 0 and 10. Destroy all creatures with power greater than or equal to the chosen number.
I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we got Oppression. Whenever a player casts a spell, that player discards a card.
Make everybody hate you.
So you use that, and then everyone's like, "Help! We're being oppressed."
And they will try and murder you. Yes.
I haven't seen this one yet. The Restless Fortress.
I like that.
White-black manland enters tap. And for 2 white and a black, it can become a 1/4 white and black nightmare creature until end of turn. It's still a land. When it attacks, defending player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
Not bad. It's not great, but not bad.
Yeah, I feel like it needs something else attached to it.
Yeah. I do like the artwork, though. The artwork's really nice.
Totentans? Song of Totentans? I don't get paid to pronounce these things. Whatever. Red and an X.
Are we getting paid?
Create X/1/1 red, or red, yeah, it's a red spell. They're black rat creatures with they can't block. Creatures you control gain haste until end of turn.
Oh, so it's basically the Piper's flute.
Piper's song calling all the rats.
Nice.
Our first virtue of the box, our virtue of courage. The adventure is Embereth Blaze. Instant adventure, it deals 2 damage to any target.
That's decent.
And as a 5-mana enchantment, it's whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you may exile that many cards from the top of your library. You may play those cards this turn.
That's decent.
Someone's going to find something to do with it at some point.
Yeah, easily. They could probably see that and be like, ooh, I could totally combo off that.
A Vampiric Rites.
And we've seen
foil,
that before.
Which is 1 and a black, sacrifice a creature, gain a life, draw a card.
Impact Tremors. That's a good card. I'm glad that's coming back, actually.
It was great in draft.
Yeah.
1 and a red enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, Impact Tremors deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Nice. Hey, Dave, do you want to open up Andy's pack?
I'll do the next one.
You'll do the next one? You don't want to do Andy's pack?
No, I'm checking something for school.
Okay. Thought I'd ask.
No, it's fine. You can root run Andy's, it's fine.
Okay.
Like we might find one more anime card.
Probably. And Andy, don't blame me. Dave refused to open this pack. Tattered Ratter. I like that, actually. Human Peasant. Whenever a rat you control becomes blocked, it gains +2/+0 to the end of turn. So it buffs rats. Agatha's Champion. Ooh, I actually really like the artwork on this card. Bargain. Trample. Agatha's Champion enters battlefield. If it was bargained, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Decent card. For 5? It's not bad. Stone Splitter Bolt. Bargain. He's getting a lot of bargains today. Is this the bargain bin pack?
Yep.
Stone Splitter Bolt deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker. If this spell was bargained, it deals twice as much. That's pretty good and scary.
Yeah, but it doesn't target players.
Yeah, but
No,
if
but,
you're...
so you need what?
There's some cards you can...
4 in bargain to do the 6.
Actually, there's some cards that make that scary. For example, if you combo that, I think with Chandra's Incinerator.
There's ways to make it work in like
Yeah.
a Bernie type deck. I'm trying to think of like in modern, the Unholy Heat, is it? The 1 red, 6.
Yeah.
Says if you got the
Fell
4 or more
Horseman.
card types,
I've
Spellmaster.
never seen
is
it
that
not
it?
go off for 6.
Fell Horseman, Deathly Ride. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand, and then when a Fell Horseman dies, put it at the bottom of the owner's library. So it'll always come back. At some point. Sky Beast Tracker. Reach. Whenever you cast a spell with a mana value of 5 or greater, create a food token. Decent.
Good place.
Wicked Visitor. Ooh. Whenever enchantment you control is put to the graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. It's a bit situational, but still good.
I could see that in enchantment deck and
Yeah.
Commander.
Ooh, want to read this one?
All right, what do we got here at the end? Kellen's Light Blades. Oh, he's the main character in this story.
Mm-hmm.
We got a bargain on it, and it'll deal 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. If it was bargained, destroy it instead. That doesn't seem that great.
Yeah, better than nothing. Honestly. Anyway, here you go, sir. Nice cards time.
All right. Got a food token.
What's on the other side of the
On
food?
the other side is, oh my god, the most beautiful looking beast I've ever seen in my
That's
life.
amazing. That is a very pretty beast. He better use that token at some point.
I'm sure he'll find a way.
Hey, the troll's back.
And he's got a ton of token decks. Like a ton.
Troll's back.
Find
We got that back again. Next card.
maybe one more of these guys. In
That's
here.
like the third one we've gotten. Ooh, that's
Here
a
we
really
are,
nice fiery
Enchanting
anticipation.
Tail, Fiery Emancipation. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage to that. Oh my goodness.
That's insane.
Overkill.
That's insane.
Virtue of Knowledge.
Oh, our next virtue in the Enchanting Tale.
And it's an
Storybook.
adventure.
It's Storybook.
And
That's
it's an adventure too.
yeah. All the virtues are.
Oh, fair enough.
This one is the blue one. Ventress Vision instant. Copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy.
Nice.
On the enchantment side, if a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time.
Not bad.
Always down for more
Great
random
one.
icons in my life.
Archon of the Wild Rose. Flying. Other creatures you control that are enchanted by auras you control have base power and toughness 4/4 and have flying. So he basically buffs everything if you have enchantments on them.
Archons sure are something else.
I will say this set has a lot of enchantment heavy cards.
Another Bramble familiar.
Boiled this time.
Welcome back, and it's an alternate artwork too.
Wasn't
Like
the other one?
the original artwork. That's the original artwork
Yeah, I
for
was
it.
gonna say, wasn't the other one the storybook version of it?
I think it
I
was, yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Foil
Hey, Impact Tremors are
Tremors.
Foil Impact Tremors.
And
Not bad.
a dark
Another dark
tutelage.
tutelage.
Both of those are very playable.
And for Andy's pack, not bad. So
No, you
don't
should be happy.
don't be upset with me.
It's glue.
he just
Oh, yeah.
ate the pack.
No. This freaking glue, man.
He
Holy
just-
cow.
He ate the pack. Just kidding. Let's see what Ryan's gonna get, because I'm actually excited. Ryan usually gets some pretty nice decks in this, so let's hope he's lucky.
I'll let you do those.
Sure thing.
That's the first one you
That's
get.
the second swamp. It's nice to see a couple more of them because
Yeah.
everyone wants those.
Ooh.
Splashy Spellcaster. 3 and a blue for a 2/4 elemental wizard. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a sorcerer roll token attached to up to one other target creature you control.
Not bad. That's not bad at all.
Oh, and the thing we didn't mention when we were talking about the rolls all this time is when you make a second one of one you already have, you sacrifice the first one.
Oh, that's a rule?
Right?
Good to know.
We got the Edgewall Inn. I'm happy to see this. It enters the battlefield tapped, and it enters you choose a color. It'll add 1 mana of the chosen color, and 3 tap, sacrifice it, return target card that has an adventure from your graveyard to your hand.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Stormkeld Vanguard, bear down adventure, destroy target artifact or enchantment. That's alright. And a 6 mana, 6/7 creature that can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less.
Also, not bad.
Very versatile.
Ooh.
Slumbering Keep Guard.
He's sleepy.
1 white, 1/1 human knight. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. 2 and a white, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each enchantment you control. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Early game, too. When you start playing enchantments, it gets fucking stronger.
Next, we got Archon's Glory. 1 white, instant, bargain. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it was bargain, that creature also gains flying and lifelink.
Not bad. That's pretty decent.
Our Prophetic Prism,
Oh, hey.
which is an interesting reprint to see in this set.
Very nice artwork for it, too.
2 mana artifact. It enters the battlefield, draw a card, and has 1 mana tap, add 1 mana of any color.
Minecraft?
Finding.
Oh, minecart. Sorry.
I wish it was a Minecraft Daredevil.
I don't want to pay for the licensing yet.
Oh, jeez.
The adventure Ride the Rails. Target creature gets +2/+1 until end of turn. And 3 mana, it is a 4/2 Dwarf Knight.
Minds that once rang with the strikes of pickaxes now echo with the shouts of reckless glee. That's pretty decent.
Is it a relatively playable dwarf in Dwarf Tribal?
Possibly.
Or is it just bad?
Not in my dwarf
Not
tribal.
in yours. Yours is 2C.
Two's a bit high. I have like, it's mono red, and I have sacrificed this creature, give a black or green creature first strike because it's a 1/1 dwarf for 1.
Fair.
A food token here. Another treasure.
Nice.
This is a really interesting treasure. I like this take on treasure.
Yes, very pretty.
Ooh.
Unnatural growth. Enchantment. Beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. Oh.
That's really good.
4 heart green's a bit much, but that has a place.
No,
Green Devotion.
In green, that's really good.
Another anime card.
Repercussion. Whenever a creature is dealt damage, repercussion is that much damage to that creature's controller. Well, there we go. Just put that with the bargain.
It's funny because the dude did punch a rock golem.
That's also very good. Oh, that's Scalding Viper. Ooh. Elemental Snake.
I like the artwork.
Ooh, a new snake in my colors too. Return target permanent to its owner's hand for Steam Clean. When in the color on blue, only sorcery though. And then whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value 3 or less, it deals 1 damage to that player. I feel like this sees play somewhere.
I could see you being
It's like the Eidolon. A little less damage, but more flex. Count of Ventress. Court of Ventress, sorry. Oh, that foiling.
That artwork's so pretty.
I love that foiling.
Ooh.
When Court of Ventress enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. Oh, yes, more monarch cards. I love monarch cards. Beginning of your upkeep, choose up to 1 target enchantment or artifact. If you're the monarch, you may create a token that's a copy of it. If you're not the monarch, you may have Court of Ventress become a copy of it, except it has this ability.
That's good.
Very good. More monarch, more playable monarch. I am there for it.
Hey, the Archon's back.
I feel like the lore of the set allows Monarch to be more featured in the set too.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Like,
you got kings and stuff.
We've already seen this.
The Archon's back. It's foiled this time. Curiosity.
Ooh, I love that artwork for that card.
Very nice foiling. The red pops nicely. And
very pretty.
Kind of very playable, uncommon. Oh, and Curiosity. Oh, good thing it's a good one.
Never had a double of the same card. One foil, one not, though. That's pretty good.
We knew it was coming at some point.
Yeah. Angels next. Final pack, everybody. Here we go. Angel's gonna get some hopefully good cards today, or not. Who knows? We'll see. This pack's taking a while to open.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't look at this set. Are there dwarves I can play?
There are.
No, are there dwarves that I can play in my deck?
I don't know, maybe.
Like, look. It's been hard. Like I said, I'm running the 1 dwarf just because it's a 1/1.
Ooh, an island?
That's a very pretty island.
You sure are.
Frolicking Familiar. Oh, cute. Blow off steam. Instant. Blow off steam deals 1 damage to any target. Flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Frolicking Familiar gets +1/+1 to the end of turn. Decent.
It's an otter wizard.
It's cute.
So Joe had a theory. One of the upcoming sets is doing like tiny creatures like mouse and stuff like that are going to be the main characters.
Mm-hmm.
He's wondering if we're going to see otter tribal.
That would be amazing.
They're printing a lot more otters.
I think we're seeing the start of it already, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Want to read this next card?
We got Neva Stalked by Nightmares. 2 white and a black for a legendary human noble.
Like Menace.
2/2 Menace. When it enters the battlefield, return target creature or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on it, then scry 1.
That's a very nice foil too.
Oh, this unnatural.
This set is foiling well.
Very happy with it. It's like they've got their stuff together for it.
Picnic Runner.
Picnic Ruiner. Oh, he's there to steal the goodies. Stolen goodies. Distribute 3/1 counters among any number of target creatures you control.
Yogi Bear, but Goblin.
On the 2-mana 2/2 body, it has whenever it attacks, while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gains double strike until end of turn.
That seems playable too.
That's pretty dope.
Rowan's Grim Search. Bargain. If the spell was bargain, look at the top 4 cards of your library, then put up to 2 of them back on top of your library in any order, and the rest in your graveyard. Draw 2 cards and you lose 2 life. I feel like that's Sign in Blood with extra steps.
It is. It costs 1 more.
Instant
it's not
speed,
bad.
though.
Yeah, instant's very important, especially when you're bargaining.
Very true.
If you're sacrificing something as part of a cost, instant speed makes it so much more playable.
Feed the cauldron.
2 and a black for an instant. Destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. If it's your turn, create a food token.
That's pretty good.
Protective Parents. 2 and a white for a 3/2 human peasant. When Protective Parents dies, create a young hero role token attached up to 1 target creature you control.
Nice. Not bad.
And last, we got a Leaping Ambush.
Oh, that artwork's so nice and terrifying.
Oh, that's a wolf. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It's got squirrel in the artwork.
I know. I was like, can I run that in Chatterfang? I don't think so, but holy cow.
that's Snoop though.
Target creature gets +1/+3 and gains reach until end of turn. Untap it.
Let me do it for you.
All right, let's see if we can get her some good stuff here.
All right, I'll put those in for Angel and see what she got.
I'm sorry. So every pack's had a food token, right? That's what
Yeah.
you're determined?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, kind of makes sense.
I mean, if you're hungry enough.
Would have been nice to see a roll.
Night token.
That is pretty. That is very
I
pretty.
don't know why the knight's wearing a crown, but okay.
No, it's chess. It's the White Knight from
I
chess.
thought this was
Sure.
That's what it looks like.
looks like one of the Moonshaker cavalries.
Sure it is. But it's still wearing a crown that weirds me out.
Yeah.
Hey, we got that one before.
Foil storybook this time. We're making our ways through.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else right now, it's a very good card.
In general,
Happy to have.
Ooh.
Sanguine Bond. Not worth a ton of money, but very playable with your infinite combos. And Sweetheart.
Whenever you gain life, opponent loses that much life.
Gumdrop Poisoner. Ooh, I've seen this used to great effect as well.
Create a food token. For 1 black, that's not
Temple
bad.
Treats, 1 black, create a instant speed, create a food token. And then it's got lifelink. When Gumdrop Poisoner enters the battlefield, up to 1 target creature gets -X/-X until in turn, where X is the amount of life you gained this turn.
That's
3/2
bad.
for 3. No, I've seen this played in a couple standard decks. It's not bad at all.
Shadow Puppeteers.
It is a Fairy Wizard for 7. Flying Ward 2. When Shadow Puppeteers enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 Black Fairy Rogue creature tokens with flying. Whenever a creature you control with flying attacks, you may have it become a red dragon with base power and toughness 4/4 in addition to its other colors and types until end of turn.
That makes sense. Because it's making a shadow.
I mean, 7's a lot, but that is a pretty big anthem. And it does have Ward as a little bit of protection.
The Ward
so
helps
it's
a lot, yeah.
Ward's a big deal for that, yeah.
Let's
go! Ginger foil. All right.
She made it!
Previewed in the last set, finally released, you have your Food Knight, legendary artifact creature for 2. Sir Ginger the Meal Ender has trample, hexproof, and haste as long as an opponent controls a planeswalker. Whenever another artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Sir Ginger and scry 1. And you can pay 2, sacrifice her to gain life equal to its power.
She hates planeswalkers.
They
Sure
killed
does.
her husband.
How dare they? Hey, we've seen this one
Foil
before.
Grasp of Fate.
That's a nice foil
yeah.
too.
Grasp of Fate, very good, very playable.
Yep.
And Season of Growth.
Ooh, it's
Also very good and playable.
Mm-hmm.
And beautiful art in the Season of Growth. That's amazing.
Holy cow. Whenever creature enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, draw a card.
Very good.
That was very well.
That's not a bad
That was
pack.
a very well pack. Well, a good box too. Anyway, I think that was the last pack. So I will. We're gonna have to end it here. George, say goodbye.
See y'all next time, guys.
Dave, say goodbye.
I might see you next time.
Yeah, possibly. You never know. And we'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye.